Hi guys, it's Judy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm cooking one of my absolute favorite midweek go-to meals. This dish doesn't actually have a name, but it is an Italian-inspired chicken dish and it is delicious. So let's get started in the kitchen. So let's get started. I have everything laid out to make it really easy for you. In this dish, I have got our chicken thigh fillets with the skin on. I absolutely love working with thigh fillet skin on because it's so tasty and crispy. I then have our Sicilian olives straight from the deli. I have pre-prepared some garlic cloves. This is just going to go straight into the dish. This dish is so easy. I would say it takes about 20 minutes of prep time and about 40 minutes of cook time. So once you're prepped, you just throw it in the oven and forget all about it. It is the perfect midweek meal. I have also pre-prepared our herbs, our dried herbs, with Italian herbs and also some oregano. We have some goat's cheese, some lemons that I'm about to squeeze, carrots to chop, and I have chopped up our onions, and we have some whole cherry tomatoes, salt and pepper and olive oil. So that is everything that we are going to use to create this chicken dish. All right, for the dressing and the chicken marinade, we are going to use quite a bit of olive oil. This is, I guess it's more Greek or Italian. I've got Italian herbs, so let's go Italian. But there's lots and lots of olive oil. I'm gonna squeeze some lemons, put the dried herbs into the oil, and salt and pepper. All right, let's squeeze some lemons. I want this to be nice and citrusy. Okay, these lemons are so juicy. That never happens to me. Sometimes I'll open a lemon and you get like the tiniest little bit of juice out of it. This is good. So it really depends on how many lemons you use based on how much juice you're gonna get out of it. But at the moment, I think it looks like I'm going to get probably the right amount of juice that I want out of one lemon. So if I had to measure this, I'm going to say there's about 2 tablespoons. Actually, you know what? Let's just go a little bit more. Let's go 1 more lemon. Can't wait to get these lemons off my tree. These ones are store-bought, but we have planted so many citrus trees in our garden. I think I have maybe 6 lime trees and 2 lemon trees, and they are just starting to fruit. So next time I'm in the kitchen, hopefully I'm using my own lemons. All right. Yum. Lemon juice smells so good. All right, so we have our oil and lemon. I'm going to put all of these dried herbs in there. This is our Italian herbs and dried oregano. We're now going to put salt and pepper in here. Season it to your liking. We love salt and pepper, love lots of seasoning. All right, that was a really easy dressing. I'm just going to give it a nice stir. And all we do is pour this straight over our chicken. Oh, yum. If you're afraid of using your hands to really marinate the chicken, obviously you can opt for some tongs. I actually don't mind getting my hands in there. I'm a little bit dirty sometimes. All right, now I'm just gonna sprinkle some paprika straight over the top. You can add this to your dressing marinade if you like, whatever works best. I like to coat the paprika after so that it sticks to the chicken a bit better. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right, so that chicken is now marinated. Check that out, it looks so good. If time allows, this would be great to marinate for a couple of hours. If you don't have a couple of hours and you've just got home from work and you want to get the kids fed, then maybe marinate that for the next 15 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to fry off this chicken. I want the skin to be really nice and brown before we put it in the oven to bake. So we're going to do that right now. I've got the pan nice and hot. I'm just going to use some olive oil. And we have been marinating this chicken for the last 15 minutes. So we are going to... Love the sound of that sizzle. Because the chicken is marinating in quite a lot of oil, it's going to actually take some time to really fry that skin off. I would estimate that we'll be frying for at least 15 minutes to get it really nice and crispy. So I'm just going to check on this chicken. Oh, yum, look at that. That's how we want that. It's nice and roasted. Fry it off. So that chicken skin is going to be really nice and crispy once it comes out of the oven. You just want to crisp the other side up as well. Yum. Right, I'm just going to pop this straight into this baking tray. They are looking fabulous. Exactly how I wanted them to turn out. So I'm just going to pour this hot oil over the top. That sizzling oil has got so much goodness from the marinade, and any extra marinade that I have left, I'm also going to pour straight over the top of that chicken. Yum. This is where the flavor is at, okay. The rest is really, really simple. All I'm going to do is chop some carrots. No need to be too particular about how you chop them. I do quite often use Dutch carrots, but I couldn't get any at the store. Okay, now we're just going to literally throw that in around the chicken. And I have tomatoes, these beautiful whole cherry tomatoes, which is just going to add to the sweetness of this dish. And again, just trying to fill some gaps here. We'll pop some wedged red onions around the edges. Look how easy this is. Isn't that great? All right. Some Sicilian olives over the top. Sprinkle that in. Garlic cloves peeled and whole. Just going to sprinkle that in too. And for some extra flavor, I just like to use some whole chopped lemons. And I'm just going to wedge those. And I'll probably do 8 wedges just like this over the top. Voila. Check that out. That is all I'm doing. So all of that flavor is just going to help to steam all of those vegetables that I've put in, and it's going to help to soften those vegetables. I'm going to put over some alfoil over the top of this baking tray, and that's just going to help trap the steam in there to help soften the vegetables. Okay, that is all ready to go in the oven. I have preheated the oven at 180 degrees and it's been preheating for about 10 minutes now. So we're going to pop this in there, and the first part is we're going to pop it in for about 30 minutes, and after that time I'm going to remove the alfoil and bake it for another probably 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. I've just pulled the chicken out of the oven. Let's see how this is looking under here. It's really hot. Okay, that is looking good. It's exactly what I'm hoping would happen, is everything's looking a little bit softer. I'm just going to spoon some more of that oil from underneath the chicken over the top. Everything's looking a lot softer. Oh, yum. I'm going to put this now back into the oven, I would say for about 15 more minutes. The carrots are a lot thicker than I'm used to working with, so they're going to take a little bit longer to soften. But the Dutch carrots are a lot thinner, so it doesn't take as long. But anyway, let's pop this back in. Yeah, I've just pulled this out of the oven. So I think in total it was in the oven for about 45 minutes, and it is perfect. My family is going to absolutely love eating this tonight. I have some beautiful linens from Linen Social. We have our gorgeous oatmeal tablecloth. This is a real favorite in our house, particularly when we're hosting. For this dish, I have actually gone with these beautiful olive linen napkins, which we've just teamed with a little napkin ring.
And I just think these colors work so well for this dish. What I love about this dish is you can pair it with a few different things. You can either do a nice side salad. The way we like to have it is with a flavored rice. So I would generally cook a basmati rice with lots of lemon through it, and then I chop up some herbs really finely, whether it's parsley, some coriander, chop it up really finely, mix it through the rice, and then we have that as a side. If we have any leftovers, because there is so much goodness in the juice and the flavor of this, I then pull the chicken off the bone and then mix it through a pasta with all of the tomatoes and the onions and the garlic that I put through it. And it is delicious. It is a great way to reuse this meal the next day and take it to work as a meal prep.